So I am going to try to give a full tour. I'm doing individual videos as well, but this will be the full tour. So here's the front door. You walk in. To the right is the great room. That's approximately, and I'm going to be doing the measurements later today, that's probably 12, 15 feet to the corner, so it's kind of deceptive. The light switch is here. This light turns on, or I'm sorry, that switch turns on the 4 overhead lights over the great room. And this switch here, this controls the fan. So it's got the 3 speeds, no remote. So that controls the fan. And wanted to let you know that the wall that you thought would be good under the steps and down the steps. Again, you're firing on all cylinders because that is the way to go. Creates another space, another nook, which I think is fantastic. So I'm going to go to the left and go clockwise so that you can see everything. So over here, when you make a quick left, so there's the door, there's the front door, that little wall. The first doorway here is our bedroom, and I'm going to show you the door because I just think the doors are wonderful. I mean, it it matches the logs. I mean, it just is just crazy. It's crazy good, and the black hardware is great. So this is the bedroom. When you come in, the light switch is right here. And like I said, it's a cathedral type ceiling. And the fan is all the way up at the ceiling. We may want to bring it down. So it's our air mattress queen size bed. And you can see that plenty of room on both sides of the bed. Again, I'm going to measure hopefully later today, but I think that's about 27 to 30 inches or so. And remember, I was trying to explain to you the bedroom and what Chris did. And it's not what he did, it's what the blueprints showed. And I figured it out last night. The reason that it has this with the beams here versus here is because this is actually the end of the house. From where I'm standing, on the other side is the porch. So this is actually the roof line because the actual logs ended there. So interesting. So here is our closet, and I'm going to shut the doors because of how much I like the bifold doors that match everything. So that's pretty cool. So again, there's the fan, there's the ceiling. I don't know what the height is, but I know it's at least 9 feet, maybe 10 feet. And there's the mini split system. There's the AC heat, and you can see, I think it's the perfect spot for it over the closet. Works really well. I've been having it on at night. Here's our one window, and it's beautiful, actually. It's going to be beautiful to wake up to. Shows the whole property out front. And, let me put my coffee back down so I can show you, if you recall, we picked out a closet light. And remember, we've got to do something with the closets, and I'll take measurements, but there's the light we picked out. Again, black, industrial. Not that anybody's seeing it, but closet's just a closet, not too big, and you know, it makes me realize how little storage we have here. So that's the bedroom. I'm gonna shut the lights off, and it's my little sad table that I brought from home, that you made me bring from home. So this is going to be the bathroom. So there's obviously the bedroom door, a little bit of a wall, and then the bathroom. And again, I'm gonna go back so you can see the bathroom door. Walk into the bathroom. First light is the light for the fan light over the shower. I'm sorry, first switch, I should say. Second switch is the fan, exhaust fan. Third switch is the heater. And you can see the shower curtain going. So it blows out a lot of heat. Not a lot of heat, but it's going to be really nice in the winter. And the vanity with our fixtures. Sorry for the mess. As I'm here, I'm using it. So I'm going to have to brush my teeth soon too. This switch over here, that's the, can't think of it, CFI. It's actually not CFI anymore, they call it something else. Those are the vanity lights, and I really like them, but they are bright. We may want to put less wattage LED lights in here, but you can see how bright it is with all of the lights on. Let me turn these off. It's funny, I don't know if you remember, but Chris needed a higher wattage switch for that heater, and it's actually bigger than the other ones. It's interesting. Towel rack, obviously toilet, and here's the shower. And I put the curtain up last night, and shower, big shower. Took a shower last night, and much bigger than at home, and I love it. Absolutely love the shower. Did a great job with everything. Can't really, door. Like I said, it's closer in color. Sometimes it looks darker to me, sometimes it's closer in color, but this is showing you it's pretty close. I mean, not perfect, but pretty close. If you recall, I got the 2 hooks. There's my towel from last night. That's working real good. And the towel rack, toilet paper holder right across from the toilet. Go figure. So that's the bathroom towel rack. Coming out, going again clockwise. I'm gonna stop for coffee. This light switch right here controls the track lighting in the kitchen. And then we have our refrigerator, which is kind of nice. All the controls are on the outside. So filter status, 92%. Door alarm, so you can, I don't have it armed, but that'll tell you if the doors are open. Water, crushed cube, light. You can lock the controls. I also found this interesting. I think I showed you this on the kitchen video that I sent. Temperature controls are outside. Currently the refrigerator's at 33 degrees, the actual temp, and the freezer's at 0. To set them, the freezer is over here. Set temperature, it's set to 0 on 34. You can set it to minus on the freezer side, and 34 is the lowest for the refrigerator. Typical, we got the ice tray, ice maker rather. It's been working fine. It's getting filled up. Chris didn't have this tray. I don't know if they knew what to do with it, but I put it in. Refrigerator. Ooh, sangria. So counter space, that's not where I'm going to want the Keurig, but that's where I have the coffee maker now. So backing up, you could say I made myself at home. So going back, just our normal stove, 4-burner, nothing fancy, which is great. Tired of fancy. And our microwave vent. Obviously all the controls, the vent, that's high and it works well. That's low. Off. Surface light, that's actually high. Low. Cabinets, just let me show you the crown molding. So they were able to get it on. It looks great. And they had to rip it, and you know, they did a good job. I'm not going to show you exactly where, but because it's obvious in one spot, but you got to know where to look. Lots of outlets. There's one behind the coffee pot, one there in the corner, there and there, another one. This light switch is for the light over the sink. This window is out the side, and that'll actually be west. Sink, I didn't know our sink came with the soap dispenser. I think Chris has like Dawn in there. I don't know if that's a soap or a hand soap dispenser. Hot and cold running water. I didn't realize the thing we picked out was this, or at least I didn't remember. So it's the one with the built-in that. It's got the sprayer, and then it's got this fancy doodad. I think that's for glasses, but I'm not sure. And then on this side, we have another light switch with receptacle. That's the garbage disposal, and then another plug. I think there's more than enough cabinet space for us. And we'll have to play it by ear how we're going to handle it, because we don't have a pantry. So here is the kick-out area. Like I said, it's much bigger. than I thought, and which is a good thing. I believe that's 6 feet that in the middle of the kickout, just where the window is total. So we can get a table that'll be probably up to 72 inches, right? And I just saw another cardinal. So let me see if I can get that cardinal on the video. There is that cardinal. And I think you told me that means a deceased person is trying to get a hold of me, or something like that. Okay, so that's the cardinal. Okay. Continuing our Tiffany light, definitely has to get lowered. It's way too high, especially for over the table, but beautiful. And that brings me to these switches over here. So that switch is the Tiffany light, the kitchen light. This light switch is, I think, going to be for the outdoor light off this door. And the third switch right by the door turns on these track lights. So I think what Chris did was every switch when you first come in turns on the inside light, so that you know what you're doing when you get in. This is the stairwell to the downstairs. I'm going to go upstairs first because I'm continuing with the clockwise. And this is, the great room, and it really doesn't do it justice. How big it is, but it's big, and just got to figure out the wood stove situation and a couple of other things. So anyway, this area here is, like I said, I gotta tell you, hon, I'm impressed with your ideas, because I didn't know how this was going to be, but it's now another nook area. And I think a love seat would fit in there, or something, just something. And if it was, just had the railings to the steps, it wouldn't have been the same. So good call on that. Going back to the great room, 1, 2, 3, 4 receptacles in the corner. That light switch. There's the shelf, which I don't believe is structural. I don't think it's structural, but I'm not sure. And that beam is just, I think, decorative, but I should do this. That beam is just decorative, I think. So a nice plant or something up there will be good. And then we've got the railing and our, it's kind of hard to see, our buck jumping over a fence, steel, but it's really cool. Railing. The other mini split, that one is 18,000 BTU. So watching this video, it's actually going to be for me as well to remember. So both bedrooms are 9,000. That unit is 18,000, and the loft unit and the great room unit downstairs are both 12,000. So I got to figure that out, what we were talking about with the BTUs. So I'm standing where probably the wood stove's gonna go, and that's the steps. And I gotta tell you, they're substantial. You can see the wood. I'm gonna put my foot here so you can see how big it is. It's substantial. And this is the side yard, and the sun is right there. It's been coming up for at least an hour or so. East is how I'm pointing the phone. So going up. Oh, I forgot. I turned that switch on for the landing light, and the landing light's really cool. Like it a lot. And going up into the loft. So I'm going to turn around. So that's the first landing. And it's about 5 feet by 4 feet. Pretty big, actually. That's the light, the landing light. And when you get up to the top of the steps, there's 2 switches. This one operates the landing light. This one operates the 4 lights in the loft. And I'll show you those 4 lights. 1, 2, 3, 4. So with the lights from in here turned on downstairs, and the lights in the loft, you have 8 overhead lights, which is really at night a lot of light. And of course, if we're going to have lamps or anything. So this is the far wall, and a lot of receptacles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total receptacles. This is looking sort of north. These 2 windows. These 2 windows are looking west. That's the 12,000 head unit. Guys are getting here for work. That's also looking west. This is the long window. It's beautiful, actually, the view up here, because it's like almost a painting, which is great. And this is really big up here. And again, I'm going to measure, but this is the biggest room in the house by far, including the great room downstairs in terms of a single span of room. This is the little nook alcove. This is our buck jumping the fence. I'll tell you a mistake I think we made, and again, if anybody's going to build a log cabin that's watching this, I was told over and over, you only get 1 shot at electric because of the logs having to be drilled down. These are solid logs, so you can imagine, the wires coming up in the logs. There should have been a switch here to turn off those lights, because if somebody's up here, if we have a Murphy bed or a sofa bed and somebody's staying up here, there's no way to shut those lights off unless you're downstairs. So there should have been a switch here. And likewise for the lights here, this is the only switch. So we made a mistake, and there's no going back. I don't think there's any way of going back. Well, no, there's no way of going back, because these are, I believe, these are solid logs. So there's no way of going back, unless they somehow could run another wire there. But just give an example. going back down. I think I have the guys locked out downstairs. So I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm also gonna shut the lights off, which I just did. Leave that fan on. So this is going downstairs. I'm gonna let the guys in. What they did, by the way, this shelf, this is the wall that they had to build. If you recall, the stairwell had to be cut down because when measurements were taken, they were taken from the concrete, from the block, and the wall needed to be built for insulation purposes. So they put hickory there. Going back down. This is the downstairs. That switch does that light. And then these two switches here do the other lights. And now I'm downstairs and I'm gonna let the guys in. Morning, Paul. How you doing? Morning already. So they're outside getting ready for the block work, the retention walls, which is great to see them. So I'm gonna get back to the steps so I can give you the full tour. So I'm at the bottom of the steps and now I'm gonna go counterclockwise. So you come around and there's the stairwell going up. It's the same stairwell as the one going into the loft. The only difference is it's not as wide. And the reason it's not as wide is because the walls have to be built out to insulate them against the concrete block. Underneath the steps, I was talking to Chris yesterday. I would like him to make a wall there, using the tongue and groove, and there, and that'll be a storage area and with a door. So I'm gonna have him do that, and so that's another alcove, another nice area in here. That's the back door. 4 light switches. So this light switch, the first one when you come in, turns on those 2 recessed lights. The second switch turns on those 2 recessed lights. Chris thought that he had made a mistake, and I actually think it's not a mistake. It's better to be able to control more of them than not. So these 2, the third switch is the light there, which matches our bedroom light. And I think the light and fan, I think it also matches the light and fan in the bedroom. This is the exact kick-out area that we have upstairs. The only difference is because of the concrete block, we actually have window sills that are pretty big. You can see the remote, the radio. So they're pretty nice window sills. So, and then that's the other head unit. And then that area looks to be about 7-8 feet. Again, I'm going to be measuring later. That wall is huge. Again, receptacles all over. Oh, and the fourth switch will be for the light out the door. So then as we're walking, the bathroom door is not on it yet, but that's the bathroom. And there's the bathroom. Love the shower and the soaking tub. They did all of this yesterday. And I think it's going to look great. Again, I think maybe it's ready for painting, but I'm not sure. It's the same setup as the bathroom upstairs, 3 switches, 1 for the light over the shower, the fan, and then the heater for the fan, the light for the vanity, and the CFI receptacle. Another receptacle there. So same setup as the upstairs. This is the other dedicated bedroom. Yep, same fan and light as our bedroom and yeah, the nook area out where I just showed you. That's all of the flooring for down here. It's the hickory laminate. So the color, it's hard to see. I'm going to bring it out here in more light. It's much darker than upstairs, and obviously it's all one color. That hickory, believe it or not, this color is almost identical to the hickory that they did the back of the door. So, you know, they got it really close for hickory. So it's just the vanity's a little bit lighter. So I'm not gonna go crazy in this bedroom because it's identical to ours upstairs. There's the doors. The other video I already showed you, these knobs gotta be changed to black. Here is the window. It gives a little bit of light, not a lot, and the sun's on the other side of the house. But there's the escape ladder. And the lid's not on it yet. We got to get the lid and get that plastic off of it. So there's some debris down there, some guff that's got to be cleaned. I guess this goes down the underlayment, underneath the laminate flooring. So nice bedroom, same size as ours, maybe a little bit bigger. 9,000 BTU head unit. So this switch, oh, that's the switch for the bedroom. So this is the only switch that's a rectangle. And the reason it's a rectangle is because it's a 4-pole. And when he got it, he forgot that it doesn't match the other lights. Having said that, it shuts that light off. And why is it a 4-pole? Well, because these lights are 3 switches. So when you have 2 switches that control lights, it's a 3-pole. When you have 3 switches that control lights, it's a 4-pole. I don't care. It's the only switch that's not the normal switch. But I don't care. That light to the left is the utility room. Same type of door. Electrical box. They're going to label all of the circuits. They have it on a cardboard, but they're going to put it here. Pressure tank, main water from the well, utility sink, washer dryer. So we're going to have, that's the dryer plug, washer, the obviously the water lines. Pretty big. I think all of this area right here will be for shelving of some type. And I told them to get a cheap floor vinyl in here because it can't be anything else because of the possible water leaking. If the washer overflows or sink, all, you know, because it's the water area. We need vinyl in here, and I don't want it just to be concrete because with the nice floor out there, it'll be crazy if we just leave the floor like this. So, and do it now before everything else is in. So that, we got that going. And again, this is the big seating area. And that's the whole tour. Okay, I'm gonna go see what the guys are doing. Love you.